All right, so as I have already indicated earlier, combinatorics is a branch of mathematics concerned with counting, selection, or arrangement of objects within a finite or discrete system. Okay, so we want to take a look at the first type of combinatorics known as multiplication principle in statistics. Okay, so what is the multiplication principle? So if an operation can be performed in any one ways, and after it's performed in any one of these ways, a second operation can be performed in any two ways, and after it is performed in any one of these ways, a third operation can also be performed in three ways, and so on for k operations. Then the k operations can be performed together in n1 multiplied by n2 multiplied by in that order to nk ways. Okay, so let me use this to explain this theorem. So let's assume that we are going to perform two experiments. One is to roll a fair die, and another experiment is to toss a fair coin. Okay, so once we toss a fair coin, we have a head or tail, and once we roll a fair die, we can have this possible outcomes 1, 2, up to 6. Okay, all right. So the total number of ways you can perform these two experiments together is going to be in this form. So we can either obtain a 1 in the head or a 1 in the tail. This is one trial. This is another trial. We can also obtain a 2 and a head or a 2 and a tail. Okay, so this is going to be the total number of ways you can perform the experiment. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so what the multiplication principle is actually telling us that this may become tedious if the number of outcomes is very large. For instance, if let's say we have to toss 6 fair coins and to roll, let's say 5 fair die, okay, it will become tedious to specify in this one, trying to do it one after the other. It's very tedious. So the multiplication principle is actually giving us a simple way to perform or to get the total number of ways you can perform this experiment. So we just have to get the outcome for the experiment. Here we have two outcomes for the coin. And if you are to roll a fair die, we are going to have 6 outcomes. So the total number of ways you can perform these two experiments together is to just multiply the number of outcomes. Here we have 6, you have 2. So once you multiply 2 by 6, you get 12. Instead of you specifying it in this form, which will be very tedious, you can just get an outcome for the first experiment, get an outcome, the number of outcomes for the second experiment, and multiply together to get a total number of ways we can perform this experiment. Okay. All right. So now let's go back and take an example. Okay. So suppose you want to purchase iPhone 12 Pro Max. You can choose either a large or small screen, a 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabyte or 256 gigabyte storage capacity, and a black or white cover. So how many different options do you have? Okay, so let's take a look at the solution. So the multiplication principle states that we can simply multiply the number of options in each category. Okay, so we have screen size, memory, and color. So to get the total number of possibilities, these are going to be the possible options. So if you take the screen size, you can either choose a large or small screen. So it means that we have two options here, right? So we have two. And if you look at the memory, we can have 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, or 256 gigabytes. Okay, so we have three options also here for the storage capacity. And for the color, we can either have a black or white color. Okay, that's a black or white cover. So in here, we also have two options. So the total number of ways we can, or the total number of possible options for this experiment is going to be 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2. So in all, we're going to have 12. Okay, so this is going to be the total number of different options we can have if we have to do this together. Okay, all right. So now this is going to be a trial question. I'm going to leave the solution in the description of this video so you can check it out. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and thank you for watching.